About a month ago, I uploaded a demo of a Super Paper Mario engine inside of Minecraft. And since that video got over 100 views, I obviously was quite motivated to finish chapter 1-1 and maybe even the chapters beyond that. I made myself the promise that I would finish chapter 1-1 before school restarts, and as of today when I'm filming this, it is the last day of vacation. So school starts tomorrow, which I'm not looking forward to, but I've actually came to my promise and finished 1-1 before school starts. Before I show you the entire level, if you really enjoyed this video, please consider subscribing. I don't really ask for this much because I'm not one of those annoying YouTubers who shows you their fake subscriber graphs to get more subscribers, but I really spent a lot of time on this project and a subscription would be really appreciated. So as you can see, you start off here at the first part of 1-1. 1-1 consists of 4 parts. The first 3 parts are pretty basic, but the last part you haven't seen yet. You've probably watched one of my previous videos. If you haven't, then you can watch the full thing. If you have, there's timestamps in the description to skip over a few longer parts because this is probably going to be quite long. So you start off here, and as you can see, you can't go into 3D yet because when you hold these nether stars, you obviously go into 2D. So you can't really go into 3D yet because at the start of the game. In the actual game, you can't go into 3D. You have to unlock it by talking to this guy, which you'll see in here. So this is the first Goomba. Like in normal Super Mario Bros. Games, it starts off with Goomba. You can jump on it. You can like walk into it to hurt yourself, or you can just jump on it to kill it. This is a question mark block that gives you 10 HP. So as you can see now, I have 19, so I should go up to 20 when I hit this. Oh, that's the 10 HP one. I keep forgetting how these things work. But so this is a coin block. It's not a coin block anymore, but it was. This was a 10 HP block. You can also destroy the bricks. This is destroy all of them. This is also a coin block, I think. This is probably also a coin block. Yeah, it is. This is a pipe. You can't go in this pipe. You can go in a different pipe, which I'll show you soon. Let's jump on this guy. You should probably use this. You can get up here without the brick, but it's way more difficult. There's a little gap here. You don't actually die if you jump in. I mean, you will die at some point, but this is Squiglet. It has 2 health. So there we go. This is Bestovius' house. If you don't know who Bestovius is, he's the guy who's going to give us 3D. So first, you go in here and he will talk to you. There's actually sound effects for like skipping messages. I won't really read all of this out for you, but you can slow down the video if you want to check if I copied every line from the game perfectly, because I did. Some things are changed because you used to be able to choose if you wanted to pay him like 10,000 coins for the 3D ability. But you don't even get to choose. After a while, he just gives up and just gives you the ability. There you go. Then he tells you how to do it, not like in the game because it's of course different with the nether stars. And then he says mind blowing, and boom, your inventory is now clear and you can actually switch to 3D. Just switch to an empty slot and boom. This took a while to make because it's an entire model made out of different armor stands. These are all armor stands. So. Little pots, blah, blah blah. And if you want to enter a door, just shift. I did that with his other thing too. So I can go in again like this if I wanted to. So let's go back and let's actually show you how to access the underground area in 1-1 because there is an underground area. Now in 2D it looks like there's only one pipe here, but there's actually a hidden pipe behind it. In 3D, if you enter this pipe, you go into the underground area, and if you leave the underground area, you will come out of this pipe. In 2D, it'll just be the same location, but you get what I mean. It plays a pipe sound effect. There's coins here that you can pick up. As you see, my coin counter is increasing. There's a chest here that contains a 10 HP shroom shake. These don't really have custom graphics because that would be way too hard. You can throw this on the ground, just throw it out of your inventory to get the 10 HP, but it wouldn't do anything right now, so I'm not going to do that. So yeah, you come out of here. You shift to go to the next part of the level. You obviously can go back. You couldn't do that in the original game. In the original game, the doors disappeared, but it doesn't really matter because they look good. I had to draw that texture myself. So let's see what new enemies are in this part of the level. This is the second part. This part introduces Koopa Troopas and their shells. This was a little hard to make. I made that devlog about making them in its entirety, so we can do this. If I touch one while it's doing its thing, then I can obviously get hurt. So I'm probably going to try to avoid that as much as possible. You can go to this in 2D, so you have to go into 3D, and the pipes are in like a different order. You can also kill enemies in 3D, I mean, that makes sense. There you go. There is a damage cooldown. You can't take damage for like 2 seconds when you get hit. So if you throw this out like this, boom, your HP gets restored by +10. There's coins in here, and in the question mark here, there is the coin rain item. So this will make coins rain from the sky. As you can see, they also interact with the terrain, so they fall down onto the blocks. There's actually some. Oh, this is going to be a very difficult parkour jump. There we go. There's some coins here. You don't really need to get them all because, as I said, you can. There's not really a use for them yet. When I maybe do actually finish this, you could use them in shops and stuff, but not right now. So as you can see in 3D, it looks like this, but if you go into 2D, it obviously looks like this. That's how it is in the game. That's the main part of 101, just showing off like different mechanics that you can have the differences between 2D and 3D. The only hard difference between this game and the original is, of course, that in the original you can't really see the depth, so you would only be able to like see one part of it. This is also a squig, and the squig shoots at you with his rocks. You can also just, I missed that. You can also jump on his rock, shoot another one, there we go. And he takes 4 hits. I already jumped on him 3 times, it's 4 fine, so now he's dead. Let's go on to the next part. You can also do this in 2D, of course. This is the sporing oil. Now, since I was in the left part of the level there, they jumped towards you, so they were all stuck against the wall. But they take 4 hits. There's actually 2 inside of each other. It's not technically bugged, but since they were like coming towards me and I was in a totally different part of the level, I don't know, I can probably fix that. Okay, kill. Okay, I think it's maybe 1 more hit or multiple more. Ah no, I can't really count. There's 2 inside of each other, so it might take more than 4 hits for this. 1 more should do it. There we go. This is a jump pad, as you can see. And 3D is here. If you jump on it, if you jump normally, you can't really reach the ledge, but if you jump in here, then you can, because you get the little jump boost effect. Also works in 2D, because of course it does. Then there is a second wall that contains, behind it there are 18 squiggles, literally 18 of them. I mean, it's kind of broken, you can't really... In normal game you get EXP for killing enemies, which still isn't a thing here. You can get like more health and stuff, so I just have to add that in. So this is the final part of chapter 1-1. See these piranha plants here? I'm gonna try to avoid them since they're kind of annoying to deal with. So they come out every 5 seconds or something. There we go. Let's quickly get through this. There we go. Now, this is one of the hardest parts in the entire level to create for me personally. This is just a normal big, but this is the Mega Star block. If you hit this, you will turn Mega. I spent way too much time, like 5 hours yesterday making this. Just for this. You can kill the enemies, he just walks through everything basically. It's pretty cool. It took way too much time, but I think it came out pretty nicely. These are item frames, that's how I made him. Look like this, because I tried to make him out of blocks, but it was way too high and he didn't fit on the screen, so it didn't really work. So just killing all the enemies, and when you reach the end, this will happen. There we go. You will be sent to this part of the level. This is the last part of the level. Obviously there's the end block here, and if you jump against it, plays a sound effect and says end of chapter. Of course it doesn't do anything because there's nothing else, there's no second chapter, so yeah. That's the entirety of what I have made. If you reach 0 out of 20 health, you also die in actual Minecraft. I could show you that off, but I promise you it works. This is all pretty complicated. You cannot see what's going on behind the scenes. So let me show you. This is the entire level. I have commands for resetting the entire level, which if you see any jump cuts in the video, I use those to fix any possible glitches, because a lot of those do appear. The doors between the levels, there's the multiple enemies I have to spawn using functions and data packs. If anyone wants a video about me explaining the code behind this, I might make a video about that, but as I said, school is starting, so this is a hellish nightmare, as you can see. If you want me to work on chapter 1-2, it might be faster than 1-1 since most of the enemies are already done and I only have to build the level itself. But just tell me in the comments, do you like this project? Should I finish it? What should I do with it? Just let me know in the comments. Thanks so much for watching, and I will be out.